This is Maschino-Guthrie with Glow Medical Aesthetics, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch another episode in our series on Beauty for Real, living filter-free in a filter-filled world. Today, Lisa is joining me, and she has been a friend and client of mine since 2008 or 10, somewhere in there.
It's been quite some time.
Thank you for joining us. And so we're just talking about not all things beauty, but kind of a specific area of beauty, and wanting to talk or ask you the question about how has your view of beauty changed through your life?
Yeah. Wow, that's a great question, because I can remember opening up my first 17 magazine when I was 12 years old and literally formulating my thoughts on what I should look like from magazines.
Yeah.
Probably from that point on. And so it definitely has changed.
Yeah.
And then I would say I got comfortable with it, and then social media brought it all back again.
Yeah.
That it should, I should look a certain way. So it has definitely ebbed and flowed throughout my lifetime.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've had one straight path and then that's it. I think it's taken a lot of work to just be comfortable with aging.
Absolutely, and it's not one like static moment, because you know, the only thing certain in life is change. So just as soon as you do get comfortable with something, then lo and behold, something else comes along that tells you shouldn't be comfortable with that.
That is just so true.
Anyway, so what does it mean to you? What does beauty mean to you at this point in your life?
Well, I would say it means two things, because certainly, I've known you for a long time, so you know that I try and take care of myself. And so it does, beauty is what you wake up and what you see sometimes every day. But if you can't balance that with health on the inside, then there is absolutely, I feel like, nothing you can do on the outside that will just compare or
compensate for that.
Yeah, or help you even feel better. So it is certainly a balance, but you're right, when we're always talking about beauty from the inside out, and maybe sometimes that even sounds kind of cliche, but it really truly isn't. Your heart and your inside is the core of everything that you are, and everything starts from that place.
Absolutely. So then my next question is, what role has Glow Medical played for you in beauty?
Wow. Okay, so I'm a regular with you. So Jenny, you
I'm a regular with me too.
You are the very first person all those years ago that said, I think we can do something about that furrow between your eyes. I call it the 4-kid furrow.
Yes.
For just
good one.
scrunching my eyes at those 4 kids all those years. And so, but what I have loved about you with Glow Medical, and just you in general, personally, with just taking care of the different things that I've tried to do to help myself through this aging process, is that you've always taken that less is more mentality. So I have never stepped into your chair and had you do anything on my face and thought, I'm leaving and I'm not going to be myself. So I think that role that I would say Glow Medical has played is that it's helped me, again, put my best foot forward and feel good about myself, but knowing that I'm staying myself. And that's important to me. So important.
Yeah, I think social media, of course, puts out there, kind of what aesthetics does for a lot of people, and I think that's not even really what I do, and I think I fight that a lot. I really do. But I'm okay with that, and so ultimately, so thank you for that feedback. I really do appreciate that, because that's also the heart, of what I do. So the verse that we're using kind of as the foundation for these discussions is Proverbs 15:30, and I like it in the Passion Translation, that eyes that focus on what is beautiful bring joy to the heart, and hearing a good report refreshes and strengthens the inner being. So we're talking again about that inner beauty and having a good report and saying good things, and kind of looking at those priorities, because that's where we are going to get strength from and not tear ourselves down. So with that said, I'd like for you to share a little bit maybe about a difficult time in your life that wasn't so beautiful, and kind of what, as you went through that, what came out of that was beautiful.
Right. I would say I'm probably in that long line of women who could say they've struggled with body image for a good part of their life. And I can remember, this is like taking me way back, but I had this high school boyfriend and I really pretty much have been about the same size. I haven't changed a lot, but except that I hide things a little bit better from having kids. But I had this boyfriend when I was in high school who would like pinch at my sides, my waistline, and say, "I can pinch an inch." I remember when that Kellogg's commercial was like popular, pinch an inch, and that was like your weight loss.
Oh my gosh, I do remember that commercial.
Okay, so that I haven't thought about this in years, but because that was so long ago. But that obviously has something that stuck with me.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's things like that people have said or done, or just little things that cause us to think, well, I'm not as beautiful as I could be, or I should be better. I can I've got some fat here, and it just stays with you.
Yeah.
So I have memories like that I can remember that caused me to think, wow, I always need to be improving, and I always need to be getting better.
Yeah.
But it really is. And in my life, I can say that when I served Christ wholeheartedly, that was the only true thing that brought about a true change in my life.
Yeah.
Not just with Him and a relationship with Him, but with Him and who I am in Christ. Because when you can develop who you are on that foundation, you realize that He made you this way. If He made me with a few inches on my waistline, that's how He made me. Because there's nothing that makes it go away. Believe me, I've tried lots of different things over the years, and now I realize it just doesn't matter. It matters that I'm okay with who I am. But I think that we take and hold on to things in our life for way too long. That people cause this belief system in us that simply isn't true. We have to be able to let that go and see ourselves differently.
Exactly, and it has to be more than just self-help. It's not, I'm just going to suck it up and pull myself up by my own bootstraps. Because if we could do that, don't you think we would have done it by now?
Way better.
And so from that standpoint, it's ultimately coming to that point of surrender. I think where it's like, I can't do this on my own. I can't come to grips with the things I'm dealing with on my own. And so ultimately I need something bigger and outside of myself to do that.
Right.
And I think that's where it all boils down. It's all back to being about Jesus. Everything at the end of the day, if it doesn't boil back down and bring it back around to Him, then we're going to miss the mark, in that regard.
You're right. You're right.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
I do appreciate
absolutely.
that. And I'm also proud to announce that Miss Lisa is now an author.
Yes.
And so she has just released a book. And tell me the name of your book
It's
again.
called Courageously Uncomfortable.
Courageously Uncomfortable. And so it's available on Amazon.
It is on Amazon.
And then can you give us a brief synopsis of kind of what it's about?
Yeah, absolutely. So I wrote Courageously Uncomfortable, and it's about when the real woman that you want to be is on the other side of your fear. Because I truly had conquered that in my life, that realizing that if you just quit everything in your life because you're uncomfortable, you're just going to experience the bare minimum of what God put you on this earth to do. Because most of those things are on the other side of where we're comfortable. So we have to stretch ourselves. And
Absolutely.
So, some of it's just my journey and just journey with women that I know from the church, and just things that I've experienced in my life and what it looks like now to be on the other side of that. And I knew that when I was writing this, that if I had conquered this in my life, I could not be the only one that has dealt with it. It's over and over. And so I wanted to put that out there in a book, and it's been an amazing journey.
Well,
to
that's
have it out there.
wonderful. Good for you for doing that. All right. Well, thank you again for taking time to watch. I appreciate you. If you have any questions about Glow Medical, you can ask on our Facebook page. You can check us out on our website at glowmedicaltulsa.com. You're always welcome to call or text at 918-927-2618.